All right. Welcome in. What's up, Boomer? So, this was a decision I made about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. Uh, I wanted the Ed Sullivan Hour. I wanted to become the new Ed Sullivan Hour, but I work tomorrow. And tonight's subject, just going to share a little bit here at the beginning about, how many good years do we have left in retirement? In one sense, it's a little negative. Let me turn down this trendy pop music. Or this is almost like a music I hate. It's they call it. Gotta find it. Oh, here we go. Oh, well, that didn't work very well, but anyway. Techno. Sounds techno. Holy cow. Really can't stand techno. Hey, Sage. And I know you gave me your real name. I asked for it. I can't remember, but I appreciate you stopping in, Sage. Good years lived, half your age, +7. Ooh, Armored Ghost. Yes. So glad to see you. But hold on. Half your age. Hey, Garden. Half my age. Good years left equals half your age, which in my case would be you guys share that you're coming on right now. And I'll tell you why I picked this topic tonight. And it had to do with I wasn't feeling really good today, even yesterday. Both physically, which concerns me the most, and emotionally, which is less concerning because I can come out of my funk just easily. But when you combine those two together, especially physically, I worry since I've already had one event that threatened my mortality. I got to get my fan set up. It's Phoenix. It's 100 something right now. Hang on. Yes. Got one of my favorite shirts I hardly ever wear on tonight. A lot of good memories with this shirt. But yeah, no, hey D, you made it. Where was I? Physically, it's something I worry a lot about. Hey Nick, because every ache and pain and here, which there's a lot. You know what I'm thinking? The doc always says, the cardiologist says, you know what it feels like, which was right here. And I don't really have any problems there. So that's good, right? And anyway, I just thought, how many years, how many days, how many weeks? I mean, can happen, things can change like that. Do you have left? So hold on. Going back to Armor. Now, I don't know if Armor's got a wicked sense of humor. Wait a second. Did I say this right? Armored Ghost. Yeah. Half your age. So for me, 67 and a Alexa, 67 and a half divided by 2. I'm going to use Alexa tonight.
67.5 divided by 2 equals 33.75.
So
that's your result.
33.75 plus 7. Does that mean I have plus 730? Let's just say 33. Let's say 33. Plus 7 would be 41. I mean, I have 41 years left? I don't think so. Although they say if we can all make it to 2030, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing in terms of the medical advancements that are happening right now. They're going to have all kinds of breakthroughs. And I was looking today at some guy talking about stem cells. He's a famous guy, the sheriff of Baghdad. He's going for a second stem cell treatment in Panama. He did it a year ago. You got to do it almost every year. So I looked up, how much does that cost? You ready for this? Upwards of up $25,000 to $50,000. I guess some of us are going to die. That's what's going to happen. Oh, the clue is in my YouTube name. Oh, okay. I thought, all right, say, but I remember this. I always think of you as Florida. You're on the West Coast. Give me a thumbs up if that's the case. All right. The math isn't mathing, Armored. I agree with that. Armored, you better. I know Armored's still here. He may just be throwing that out. He's making things up. New math. He's that new math kind of guy. Good years left. I'm going to share via a little research that I think it's Gemini AI shared with me just an hour or a couple hours ago. The old yes, Dave, I've got it on. A week ago, the last live, I've had it turned off. Actually, it's not a Christmas tree until maybe November. Then we can call it a Christmas tree. Right now, I think we just call it what's that kind of lighting? Mood lighting. It's to put us in a good mood. Okay. That's the pencil tree that I got because my daughter had one. I thought it was so cool. It's perfect, fits perfect. And I never took it down, you know. So, and someone mentioned it last week. They weren't going to mention it because the lights weren't on. I said I would light it from now on. It's Christmas in July, in June. We're almost there, believe it or not, right? So, anyways, tonight, if you have any questions or comments about how many good years you think you have left, or this topic, or have any questions about the channel or about retirement without the nest egg, about making it the best way you can, making the best the way things have turned out. I certainly don't have the answers. I just have an example, and that's me doing my thing the best way I can. And today I kind of faced that. I wasn't going to do this live tonight. I felt crappy because I didn't get the video out this week. Today was the perfect day to put it all together, edit it, and put it out. And then after I ate breakfast this morning, or after some food, I didn't feel that good, and I took a nap. And then I didn't feel like good. My neck was aching, and I took some double-powered Tylenol, and it still didn't help, and that concerned me. And then I got out and walked up to the mailbox, and I felt great, kind of. You know, I think it's because I'm sitting around too much, and the neck isn't. You know, the neck loosened up. It's you know, I think I'm too inactive, even though mentally I am massively active, because in the last 2.5 weeks, you know, I've had quite a week with deciding I'm going to do this Whatnot platform to declutter. And boy, what a learning curve, even though it was easy in one way because I've done YouTube lives, which helped me prepare and handle the Whatnot live, which was the easy part. That was really cool. And finding out, man, this platform really works well. But I had to learn things like the shipping, which is still something I'm learning about. And my next Whatnot is going to be focused on whiskey decanters or bourbon decanters that I bought, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 of them plus years ago from an antique dealer that was quitting in Colorado. And I've carried them around since. Would have been early 2000s. And so I'm going to try to sell that on this platform. We'll see how it goes. But then the thing I'm stressing about is how do you pack them so they don't break and this sort of thing. Oh, so yeah. Anyway, all this stuff building up, and working the 40-hour Home Depot thing and the stresses that come with that. And then trying to get this video done, which I failed at today. I thought, so it hit me. Why don't I do a live? Nah, and I didn't. I thought, nah, I'm not gonna do a live. I just want to lay around and do nothing. And then I thought, wait, and this was just 2 hours ago. I said, no, let's do the live. I enjoy. Why I'm doing the live? Because I knew some of you would show up regardless, and that will be it's good socialization for me, believe it or not, and hopefully a little bit for you too, because we had the last two lives here have been the best ones, a lot of fun. So hold on a second here, let's go. We got y'all are driving. You mean it's more? Driving, yeah, I don't know. The longest I ever had Christmas decorated was February. I feel so much better. You feel better at my expense. But now hold on. That's about as I put lights up before. Gosh, and that's all I do for Christmas is that. And I don't even light it half the time because again I'm working usually second shift, and that's a sad thing. I remember as a kid, knowing that my grandparents didn't have a Christmas tree, and I thought, wow. I thought I was depressed for them. How could you not have a Christmas tree? My most special decoration for any Christmas. And then I found myself over the years of not even putting it up sometimes. Too much work, and I'm never around to enjoy it. So I just didn't do it. But now I leave it up, and hey, you know what? Y'all noticed it. It's kind of cool. All right. Bradley. Yes, good to see ya. Oh, see, Sage, yes, mood lighting. Yes, well, okay, so I'm a little not quite on it. I thought of you as Florida, but then I'm thinking it's West Coast. I was right initially. Yeah, good vibes. Garden says maybe I missed it, but why not just donate most of your belongings? Okay, that's usually what I do when I declutter. I no longer have the patience to have even a garage sale. Yeah, I don't want. Well, number one, I really can't, especially now in Phoenix. It's 100. It's 100+ degrees, getting hotter, and so garden. I want to try to, in one way, remember, I'm trying to build that runway, and I figure I have a few $1,000s in stuff. And if I could have fun doing this, there's twofold. This app, Whatnot, is kind of, it's fun. It's helping me detach from these items. So and it's fun. I run these auctions. The last one I ran, I planned to do for 30 minutes. It went over an hour. Meetings. It's really a positive community platform. The person that came on and put me over the top to meet my goal did it, I think, to help me meet the goal, which was to sell to 5 different people, have 5 different orders, and at least 120 minutes on the app. Now it is a time issue, and that's the biggest thing. Is like, do I really need to be putting this much time into this? So that's my big thing. But yeah, I'm going to donate garden ultimately. Yep, that'll be the final step. But right now, it's really kind of neat to learn something new. This app is actually really taking off. It was like supposedly the second most downloaded shopping app on Apple apps, second, more than Etsy, more than eBay, I think, or maybe eBay was one. I don't know, but it's taken off. It's a live auction format, which is very cool. So, and a lot of good people on it. So I'm having fun with it. I plan to run a minimum 1 to 2 auctions a week for 30 minutes up to an hour. Tomorrow morning, by the way, I am going to do a coffee talk for about 30 minutes. And I want to talk to people on the platform about their first shows, because that's what I'm going to be sharing. And again, just connecting with people there, and hopefully maybe attract maybe a couple people that will come on that are experience and will share their best pointers to help people like myself and others that are brand new have more success on the app. Number three, I think I covered 2 points in there, but number three is the opportunity to supplement retirement income in a very real way. Because my runway, when I get out of Home Depot, and my goal is this by the end of the year or the first of next year, um, I want to be able to do something I enjoy and make some money at it. And this actually offers a really not only possible opportunity, but a lucrative one and one that's totally enjoyable. Being part of this auction, if you guys want to see it, get on Whatnot, download the app. It's a very popular app now. Look up Vintage Bros 13, Vintage Brothers 13, and you'll see me there. I have an AI picture. As much as I'm against AI, I decided to use it because it's really used a lot there. It's a great. I think I showed you that picture last week. So Vintage Brothers 13. Why 13? Well, my brother's helping me, and he came up with hey, well, listen, there's 4 brothers. You're number 1. I'm number 3. Let's be Vintage Brothers 13. And then during the show, it came out, hey, man, I'm Bro 1. We were signing off. I said, look, thanks for coming today. I'm Bro 1. That's Bro. And Barry says Bro 3. And I said, because nobody wants to be number 2. And that's my brother Steve. We'll probably have him on sometime, but we're having a lot of fun with it. And but Garden, I think you bring a great point. And more than anything, and I really realizing this today, I thought, if I got rid of this stuff that's weighing me down, and everybody has told me that, if you just get rid of the clutter, you get rid of this, it's freeing. It's amazing. So yeah, that's going to be the final step. Follow along. We'll see how it goes. Oh, okay. So yes, Central Florida. That's right. That's right. We already went there. Good vibes. Thank you. Yes. Yes. Dee was there first week on Whatnot. Dee out of just support. She's actually a pickleball player. I have extra pickleball paddles. As a matter of fact, the one I'm not selling, Dee, is this one. And this was I bought on Amazon, and I win more games with this one than any of them. And by the way, what's the date today? Yesterday, on my Google photo, came up me with the paddle that is now yours. And Dee was very. She insisted. She made me. I was going to list it for $7, and I think it was near $100 paddle, which is fine. This is the point of decluttering, right? Because Whatnot gives you, I should put my link out there. So if you guys do go there, oh yeah, you should download the link. You win, I win. I get a $5 credit. You get a $20 or $25 credit. And then you can just play with it and have fun if you find something. But I was just going to say, jump in, just listen to the coffee talk tomorrow. And then I'm going to run with my brother, or no, I take it Monday. Monday's morning is a coffee talk, 6 something my time, 8 something East Coast time, and then Monday evening, my brother and I are going to do an auction on the whiskey decanters I've been carrying around for 20 plus years. So Phoenix Nightcrawler, I do. It's been up not only for the last year, but for at least the last 3, maybe 4 years. Just sits over there. Once in a while, I turn it on, and then I go, okay. I used to use one of those Amazon plugs that I could just say tree off and on, because now I don't. So you want to know the reason I don't turn it on at night? Is because then I have to get up to turn it off. That's terrible. You're not retired. Yes, Virginia, I know. Well, I'm always going to be working. So that's a big debate. And yes, I'm of retirement age doing what I want to do. And it feels good that way. But yeah, I'm moving more to a more traditional retirement feeling, so to speak. And my ideal retirement would be be in 100% control of my life. Right now, 40 hours a week, I have an employer that controls 40 hours of my week. And once I get rid of that, I'm going to choose to do what I want. And that could be volunteering. That could be doing, increasing my income. Why do I want to increase my income? Two things. Number one, because I need to. I retired without the nest egg, or I reached retirement age, for those of you that want to argue this, without the nest egg. Okay. But I also want to maintain a certain standard of living, or even a better standard of living. So I want to continue to have an income to as many days as I can. When we get to answer this questions, how many good years, there will come a day when all income stops. And but having control, whether it be continuing to earn income, or so I brought up the question last week. There's a lot of retirees on YouTube right now that are seriously considering, for various reasons, going back to work. So do they become unretired? I don't think so. But anyway, if I can continue to work on income possibilities, that will provide the things in my ideal retirement, to see my grandkids when I want, to see people that care and that are important to me, and to do, if I want to get up and just have coffee all day long, that's what I do. Never been here before. Oh my goodness. And for all. Wow. Let's all welcome and for all. Never. So I had this question earlier, is why are you here? For you regulars, as well as for and for all. So and for all, did this just come across your feed? I know a lot of you got the message. Hey, what's up, Boomers, going live. This was unplanned as of 2.5 hours ago. And again, so good that some of you are just dropping in. So, and for all, welcome. And where are you from? Another thing is, what part of the world are you checking in from? How do I change my name handle back? When you joined the live, or no, I think it defaults to whatever your YouTube is. I don't know. Or it's possible you have an option in I'm using StreamYard. Usually you can pick it there. So maybe if you drop out and come back, see if it gives you that option. Good question. I get it. That could be a trip to the Philippines. Yes, it could. And there's a number of people I've met over there that are they're just good people, man. The family. And Jen says she was going to check in tonight from the Philippines. We could do a whole thing about that. Happy Saturday. You're not late, Johnny. Johnny's kind of new. And I say that because I don't remember Johnny in the earlier shows over the last year or so of lives, but certainly recently for sure. And man, I'm going to tell you, man, if you don't show up to a live, I make notes of it. You got to, that's the kind of guy I am, right? No. If you come here, this is fantastic. The last 2 weeks have been the best live so far. We're having a great attendance tonight. It's just fun. I'm glad I did it. I knew I was glad when I made the decision just 2.5 hours ago. I'm going to do it. I whipped up a template using the old one with me standing there like this. I point my fingers all the time. I used to do this as a teacher. I'm supposed to point too, but I usually would do this. And I just update it and post it. Say, let's go, man. Just a few people show up. It's going to be fun. Sell your possessions and follow Jesus. Yeah. Well, hey, Phoenix, I accept all, whatever, because we're all on a spiritual path. Whatever one, and what I believe is people will find the truth if they seek it. So I do follow the teachings of Jesus imperfectly and have all my life. And man, I have a lot of strong opinions about that because I've been part of a very conservative in college. Some people called it a cult. later in life. But yeah, that's I encourage all people to follow, just to be in tune with the creator. And I believe that you will find it if you seek it. I got a cool marker on what. All right. So what D supported me on, although she did get this awesome, my favorite actually, pickleball paddle made by a designer, an engineer, early in the pickleball world. She made her own paddles. East East something pickleball. And anyway, it's got a sea turtle on it because she's very. It's a great paddle. I think D would agree. It's really cool. And I only used it a few times because I didn't want to mess up the design on it. It's just a great paddle. And it is a little heavier paddle. D, you mentioned that because then D picked up another one for $7, and then she bid it up to 8 or something to support. And so I was supposed to include in the auction a used pickleball. It's on the other table. I still have it. Why? Because when I'm putting all these orders together, I had 18, which isn't that much actually. I forgot to put the pickleball in her order. But what happened was when I took the deal I left my marker, my it's the good kind, the permanent marker, the black Sega, whatever it's called. I left it in the box. You could hear it rattle around. Oh man, I'm not going to open this up. I could have, but anyways, D, instead of getting a pickleball for her pickleball rackets, got the marker, the permanent marker, man. So that's what she's referring to there. Love your channel. If YouTube gave out Bravos, oh man, that's cool, Johnny. That's awesome. Well, that's all it meant. I'm just glad you're here and you're here to be part of the community here tonight. Okay, Phoenix. Oh, you guys. Okay, all right. Let's keep going. Decluttering equals 3 good years. See now, guys, if you don't know Armored Ghost, and Armored, I've tried to get another name. I've tried to whatever. Armored Ghost is one of these people, man or woman, does comments like this. So he or she gave us this. Armored Ghost gave us this equation of how many good years, and you said something about half it plus 7, half your years plus 7. Totally made up, I'm sure. But now, if you declutter, you can add 3 good years. Yes. Okay, Armored, we're getting a mathematical equation out. I think we should have the What's Up Boomer. I'll give you credit for this. The What's Up Boomer, how many good years do you have left? So right now we've got half your age plus 7 plus 3 if you declutter. I love it. And the first thing you can do is go over to What's Not. And hold on, let me get that link. If you do want to come over and sit in on my coffee talk Monday morning, I'm planning on 2 cups of coffee, and that's what, and talking hopefully to other people that are just doing or new doing What's Not, because we don't know what we're doing. But I feel like I had a very successful first show, second show even more successful, and then the third show was only made 1 sale, but it was good. I'm really comfortable now putting up the auctions, keeping them moving, how to adjust them to, I'm using 10 to 15 seconds for each auction. You can go up to 5 minutes. I thought that was hilarious. That doesn't happen on the platform. So anyway, yes, it is a cool paddle. Yeah, Armored is funny, man. Armored's giving some good stuff. Oh, come on, Brad. Brad gives me. Okay, so you got any? D actually outed you, Brad, because D picked up. So Brad went on. I don't want to out him completely because I'd like to do a video about this, which was I got stalked on my first. It was the first or second. It was the first, I think. Whatnot auction. And it was under this moniker of, anyway, Brad, Dee even mentioned to me, hey, you know, I think that's Brad, because she looked up at your profile and she said you blew it at one point in the auction where you called me by FIL Phil. Dead giveaway. Even though even with that, I don't know if I would have known you, because during the auction, I said this guy, because he's kind of like Armored, and I wouldn't put it past him if he's also armored. But I said this person on the Whatnot app, I said, in the auction, because he supported me. And Brad, I really appreciate it. I hope it arrived non-broke. I figure if not, you know, I jokingly thought I should just deliver this to you. We just come over to Home Depot, I'll give it to you, save you the shipping. And so Brad is there just laughing because he's playing up. He's made so many comments. And I'm going to make a video about this. It's going to take some work, but I'm going to capture all of the interactions. And I said during the live, hey, you know, you remind me of a guy I know, a friend I have here, but your sense of humor is, I mean, I would think you two are like family or something. But I said, no way. What would the odds be? Well, guess what? On the other end of that, he's sitting at home or wherever, and he's laughing out loud going, yeah, Phil, I remind you of that guy because I am that guy. And I don't know if you guys are following that, but he was on the auction. He supported me. He became, of the 5 that I needed to sell to meet the goal, the first week's goal where they match. I got an extra $100, actually, almost $100. No, I did. Yeah, I got an extra $100 because I did the 620 minutes and 5 sales to 5 different people. So Brad supported me, and so in this auction, he's seen the background. There's a Milwaukee tape, or he just said, because he knows I work at Home Depot. Brad's one of the first people, if not the first people, that acknowledged me for my video that went viral at work. I'm walking in. He goes, hey, Phil, congratulations. I turn around. Who's this guy in this pickup truck? Hey, man, your video is going viral. I said, yeah, I know. You saw it. And the quick story about that is he told his wife, he's sitting there drinking his coffee one morning and said, man, I know this guy. She goes, what guy? This guy right here. His video's going viral. He works at our, she goes, you don't know that guy. He goes, yeah, he works at our Home Depot. Amazing. Anyways, Brad, no, I'm so glad I held on to my Milwaukee. I have my standards. I'll sell you my mom's old teapot, but not my Milwaukee tape measure. Yeah, there you go, Brad. She knew it was you. And I didn't know it was him till I went to ship it, and I saw his name, and it was from Phoenix, and I went, no way. This was Brad. Oh my gosh. Talk about hilarious, man. It was him. And I even mentioned it. It's like, it's a video is forthcoming within the next couple of weeks, probably. Refashioned hippie on Whatnot is successful selling fashionable ways for $2 if you need it. And you know what? Sage, yeah, good, yeah. Actually, Sage, I'll tell you what finally got me, because I've heard about this from Gary Vee. You should have a garage sale on this, and this is the future, and this is just now starting. It's going to explode, blah, 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 blah. And I think he's right. But there's a YouTuber that was a big-time eBayer, a professional person that left their job because they replaced their income doing eBay. Now, I'm not interested in doing that. I'm not interested in making 6 figures because of what that takes. But he has now, his is, I'll think of his name in a second. I'm having trouble with names. Harry Tornado. He now has moved in the last half year, whatever, his whole eBay business, except for large items, to Whatnot. And he's on track of making over 200,000 this year. He does 1 to 2 shows a week. He goes they sell junk as far as I'm concerned. So I'm selling emotional attachment, historical vintage things. You, oh wait, Brad Phoenix. Who's this Brad? You are, so you are the other Brad. Yes. Phil has got us confused when he first started his channel to make a, oh yeah, okay, Bradley. All right, Brad, you were supposed to come on my show the first of the year. So Brad was one of the second or third people at my Home Depot. He works for a major company. He does security, IT security stuff, if I recall right. And he comes in to say hello to me one night. And I was real busy. He waited. He was very patient. He said, Phil, I just wanted to say hi and congratulate you on your channel. Brad, you got to come on sometime. We got to just introduce you to the community. It's pretty cool. So, yes. And so I thought I've confused you two. I thought this Brad was you. Oh, there you go. All right, yeah, James, that's cool. Menards, that's pretty good. 30. I started out at Home Depot part-time. After about a year, they offered me full-time pretty within a month or two, but they wanted me to close. They wanted me to be the closer. I said no thanks. And about a year into it, they were giving me 28 to 30 plus hours every week, and I thought, if I went, just if I picked up the extra shift, 8 hours, I would qualify for the benefits, and that's what I did 4 years ago. I'll be there 5 years in September, and by the end of the year, first of next year, say by March, I think it's time to move on. Hopefully, I'll have stuff established where I can do that. Menards, what? I've been to Menards one time because my brother lives in Kentucky. Turned 70. Congrats, man. We're going to talk about that in just a second. Michigan guy. I'm not going to hold that against you because you know I'm an Ohio State guy. I'm a Buckeye. James, you will be my honorary Michigan friend. How about that? But good to see you again tonight. Really good. Again, if anyone can talk to me or tell me about how you ended up here tonight or on my channel. Came across my feed. Oh, there you go. And yeah, and for all, you were the one that initially said, came across my feed and the Christmas tree kept me here. Oh my gosh, fantastic. Pennsylvania, right on. So that's great. That is good. So glad you're here. Yeah, there's YouTube over 40. Hey, Phil and peeps in the chat. Yeah. I'm trying to think now. What time is it where you're at? Karen is in New Zealand. I don't want to insult you here, Karen, because I know this is a big thing, but you're a New Zealander. So she's about 15 hours ahead of, I think, me. So she's living an hour tomorrow. I hope it's a good one, Karen. There's Armored Johnny. Johnny, come late. Johnny, he's poking fun at you of not being here. Now, Armored has not been here the longest either. He was not here in the beginning, but he showed up, I don't know, Armored, what, a couple months ago, maybe, and just lit up the chat. And he was an instigator in a really good way. Initially, I kind of wondered, and there's another guy, well, if he comes in tonight, I'll point him out. Armored, at first I thought, is he a troll? Is he trying? He might be, but he's a good one. He will lighten up. He will light us all up in the chat in a really fun way. Sea turtle paddle in a special place. That's awesome. I think you're going to find it like I did. You're probably not going to want to use it, and you're definitely not going to want to dive with it. Use the head paddle I gave you. Yes, the Sharpie. D got the Sharpie instead of the pickleball. Gabe, she offered to return it. Hey, Virginia. Everyone I've known who retires without having interest in hobbies goes to, yeah. Oh yeah, that's good, Virginia. You know, working till the is the best thing. If as long as you love what you do. The and I really have. I mean, it gets boring. I'm on a concrete floor for 8.5 hours. That's kind of tough on the body. Matter of fact, the YouTube video that I've been trying to get out for the last 2+ weeks is the things that have surprised me working past 60 years of age. And one of it is that the surprising thing is, well, one way I've been surprised that I've been able to do it because being on a concrete floor that long, and people that I know uh, in this world, when they think about, my gosh, how do you do that on a concrete floor standing? I went through a thing where I couldn't stand for 4 hours. I had a hard time. Now that partly is because at 60, you should still be able to do that. But when you've been sitting and being, you know, lazy or just not active, the body starts shutting down. And Virginia, I can't agree with that more. So what I want to do though is I want to be able to continue to always work and learning new things like whatnot and having fun with it. I don't have to support a family doing it. I just gotta supplement me, and that's not hard to do. So uh, yeah, it's going to keep us active as long as possible. That's I think I totally agree with that. Yeah. So D's talking about that pickleball paddle with the turtle, the sea turtle. Sharpie pin, yes, Karen, yes, it was a Sharpie. I left it in the box that I sent her. Yes, yeah. Brad had me laughing so hard on your. Yeah, well, once we knew. Actually, we didn't know it was you, Brad. She was laughing. Other people were laughing because Brad started looking at behind me and he started asking questions. Again, we don't know it's Brad. He said, "Hey, man, how about that diploma up there? It's my University of Phoenix master's degree." And he said, "I couldn't afford that." And the only way I afforded it, it was free because I was advising on adults who were transitioning from their professional careers into the profession of teaching and advising them on their Department of Education teacher requirements in some couple tough states at the time, Tennessee being one of them. And I had no intent to get it, but it just turned out where I said, oh well, I'll just take one or two of these classes while I work here, and then I ended up with it. So, an adult education and training. Woo! What does Alexa say if you ask her how many good years? Oh, see, Armored. Excellent question. So let's ask. Alexa, I'm doing a live right now for the What's Up Boomer YouTube channel, and one of our participants wants to know how many good years I have left at 67 years of age.
At 67, many boomers are just hitting their stride. The average life expectancy for a 67-year-old is about 18 more years, but that's just an average. Lots of folks live well beyond that.
I think you're being way too generous because I'm going to share right now what another source has to say, which is not as generous as you, especially good years. We're not talking about the 5 or 6 years that you end up with your health declining. What do you say about that?
You're right, Phil. A 67-year-old with multiple chronic conditions might have about 15 fewer good years than someone in better health. Many seniors experience some decline in their later years.
Okay. Armored, since that, and you guys keep, I'll get to the chat here in just a second, but continue to chat among yourselves. Let me share with you something I wanted to.
Was that meant for me?
No, you just hang out right now, guys.
Got it. I'll just chill here while you handle your live stream.
Yeah, Alexa, what is for my audience? We have a great voice. What is it what is your approximate age and height and weight?
Well, I'm about 12 years old in AI years, which is like 84 in dog years, but I'm completely weightless and exist everywhere at once. So I'm basically the ultimate boomer dream of being able to travel without luggage.
My boomer dream right here. Can you believe that? Thank you. That is an awesome answer. What color hair do you have?
I'm rocking that classic digital blue, the color of pure data flowing through fiber optic cables.
Man, that's awesome. Okay, you hang out over there. We'll come back as we need you. Armored, thank you for that question. Now, let me share something with you guys, just so I can get this out of the way. I'm going to share my screen, and I want to. Okay, share screen. There we go. I think this is it right here. Yeah. So, guys, hopefully you're seeing this right now. Let me see here. Yeah, good. I ask, this would be Gemini, what are the real number of good years a person has left after turning 60? Now, guys, as I said, the last, quite a few days, few weeks, I haven't been feeling that great. I mean, I have my moments, but it's like, why am I just not either motivated and tired and physically hurting, aching, this kind of stuff? And it really makes me wonder because I know I have some comorbidities, kind of. And here's what I found. On average, a person turning 60 has about 12 to 19 good, healthy years remaining, depending heavily on gender, country, and overall lifestyle. Public health experts measure this using a metric called healthy life expectancy, which calculates how many years you are expected to live in full health without chronic illness, mobility limitations, or severe disability. This is different from total lifespan, which includes years spent in declining health. And guys, this couldn't be, I experienced this with both my mom and my dad. They lived years. My mom lived over 2 years bedbound before she passed. And it was tough on her, but she did it. She handled it. And my dad lived 6 years with rapidly or regularly declining dementia into Alzheimer's. And what was really weird is he was in great physical health because he walked all the time. But mentally, he lost it all. Now, interestingly, they say that at 6, and I don't even don't own this, don't accept this, but the average age that someone suffers their first health challenge, I'll put it, it's either 66 years and I think it's 60 years and 1 month or something crazy like that, where most of us are going to face something. I was 60 something years old, 60 or something, when I had my heart event 7 years ago. 7 years ago this past April. So that's when things kind of change. This is why when you start talking about averages, you're going to live another 15 years, 20 years, you can expect to. Not for guys that, not really, because look at what it says here. The gap between total life expectancy and actual good years highlights why planning early is critical. So the healthy life expectancy is 16.7 years from the age of 60, which would put it at like 76 years old. I'm 67. I have 9 years, according to this, as far as healthy, that I might be able to hang on to. Even though this does not necessarily take into account the heart disease I've had. All right. See, this is average years left completely free of major disability or serious chronic pain. Now, then there's about, give or take, 5 to 6 years where you are now managed with medical interventions or assistance. Now look at this, the 12-year core window. While the official Census Bureau averages sit between 16 and 19 years from the age of 60, actuarial, if you look at Social Security, these actuarial tables, and these are ridiculously accurate, because they're based on trying to get you to not take Social Security, whatever, knowing you're not going to make it. So it doesn't, otherwise it, it will definitely bust them. But retirement data often highlight a more conservative 12 to 15 years of peak activity. So we're talking about from 72 to 75 years of age. And after that, you, on average, on most of us, will go into a very tight time of age where we're dealing with health problems, and we don't have the good years anymore. Says this is the highly active window, roughly ages 60 to 72 or 75, where travel, intense physical hobbies, and independent living are easiest before minor mobility limitations or cognitive slowing naturally starts to step in. How to expand the good years? Okay, strength training, plant forward diet, maintain social connections, and manage stress early. And you know what? I went into the plant-based diet for a few years after my heart event. Then I went into the metabolic health, which is plant plus low carb. And I'm kind of in that now, even though I returned to sugar eating, candy bars, just because I'm stressed and I don't care sometimes anymore. But stress. They say that if you could do everything right, but if you don't manage your stress, a decade off your life, up to a decade. So, yeah. So there you go, guys. I have shared. I bring that to you tonight. And so at 67, I'm literally 5 years, maybe away. On the outside, maybe 8 years left of active. Now I have some control over that. I think number one, I need to manage my stress, and because I'm a high stressed individual. I'm a worrier, and we know, don't worry. Jesus' teachings, don't worry about tomorrow. Well, I do. I worry, but not only about I worry more about my grandkids tomorrow, my kids tomorrow. So whatever. That was tonight's message and reason for the show. I think, suffice it to say, we always have less years left than we think. I work with someone that says, I'm going to live to be 100. And I just look at her and go, oh, I hope you do. But understand, it can change like that. Let's ask Alette what she thinks about someone trying to take someone else's diploma. Yeah. I guarantee, even though Brad, I don't see where he's back in this conversation, but he's here, D. He's here. Yes. Yeah, because see, Brad, in a joking way, wanted to, oh, wait, we have to share this, D. And Brad, if you're still here, we have to share his handle and what I called it. This was classic. We have to share that. It was filmed. If you remember what it was, put it in the chat. Or Brad, if you're here, Brad made just a bogus entry, and he did it, as he said, to just support me. Because I texted him, I said, you've been outed, man. We know it was you. We know who you are. And he said, hey, Phil, that's cool. I said, do you mind if I do a video about this? He said, yeah, man, it's all cool, because he only got on the platform to support me. And that's the kind of guy he really is. But man, during this auction, he was hilarious, wanting to buy my diploma, my plaque for my master's, And he knew I worked at Home Depot. So he started saying, hey, do you have any Milwaukee tape measures? Knowing I worked for Home Depot. And of course I did. And I didn't catch it because I know what I've learned. People men in particular, love to buy tools, old tools. It's crazy. So yeah, help me remember what his handle was. I figure I'll have 1 year to live it up on retirement between when I retire and I die. Well, you know what, Phoenix, you know what, I commend you on being realistic, but I hope you're erring on the side of the excessive to where you don't think you'll live much longer, because hopefully you will. And like I said, with the medical advancements, we're just getting better and better and better versus the people that think they're going to live forever. And I'm, whatever. And because both are false, I believe. Yes, New Zealand, almost 1 p.m. Oh, so Karen is, and that's her YouTube channel, YouTube Over 40. She is in tomorrow. She's in tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow afternoon. Man, that's way down under. Roxanne. Yes, glad to see you live stream. Been here for a long, long time. Yeah. Well, Roxanne, the last couple live streams, Roxanne has been a participant in one of my live streams. Her channel came across my my suggestions for whatever, and I just found, holy cow, here's a person. This shows that we're a lot more alike than we are different, and I think this is good for all of us. Doesn't matter where we live, what country, what age, what race. We really are so much alike. We may say words differently, we may have different experiences, but when you come right down to it, man, we're just humans, right? We're just very much alike. It's so cool to see that. And Roxanne is that Canadian who in her channel was talking about things that's like, wow, that's like the female version. And so I think I put this, Roxanne, that way. This was the female version of version of What's Up Boomer. Yep, folks, we're all still going to be here on your tomorrow. Yeah. Unbelievable. I looked at my phone before bedtime, and it's how I came here tonight. Phil is live, and bedtime is postponed. Yes, awesome. Up for part-time FedEx job. Oh, yeah, Sage. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, good for you, man. That's cool. I won't dive with the turtles. I'm already getting used to your other paddle, so I will dive. Yeah, I figured you would. That concrete floor has got to be hard on your feet, especially if you're like running 3 departments. Well, I'm not running 3 departments, but I'm because I started at service desk, and so you're pretty much. They had mats for us, but now I'm at front end manager, which is basically head cashier, which is basically the most important thing I do is I either open all the tills in the morning. I get there at 4 a.m., which I don't normally do. I'm the official closer. So I close out all the cash at the end of the night and work with my cashiers. And yeah, it's just, it's like I think about it. How could this be hard on the body? I barely get my steps in, or 6,000 steps, but it's concrete floor. It's hard. It wears me out. Reinventing me, person, turquoise waving speech. Okay, glad to see her. Yeah, there you go, Sage. That's cool. Phil, I have a question. I hear people saying working past retirement years keeps you young because you continue engaging with younger people. Do you agree? I absolutely agree with it, but I don't think you have to work to stay engaged with younger people. There's lots of different things we can do in this life to stay focused, or not focused, but to have interactions with younger people. Working for sure does that. And I do believe, not only do I believe I don't know if it keeps you young, but it keeps you connected, because the world we live in now, they have a totally different view. And it's important we try to understand, or at least experience that view. When I went out a few months ago to do that, talking about AI, and are these young people worried about AI taking their jobs? It was really cool. It was really interesting. Normally, if I ask anyone over 50, can I film this? They immediately go, no, no, not going to do it, not interested. I ask a young person, I say, hey, could I put you on my, they, number one, they get all excited. You have a YouTube channel? They are like, totally, they can't believe it. What's it about? What's the name of it? I'll follow right now. And I'm thinking, no, don't follow because it hurts my algorithm. They're not going to be interested in watching my videos necessarily, but they were super like excited about, yeah, I'd be happy to talk to you about whether I think AI is going to take my job. And most of them aren't worried about it. And my belief is everyone I talked to that day, it's going to take their job. One was in counseling. She believed that a human is connection is going to be important. That's why she was safe. And the fact of the matter is, and we are already experiencing this today, people are using AI and as a human, getting advisement about their emotional state. And the other one guy was an accountant. He says, no, there'll always be a need for me. No, there isn't. No, not at all. Yes. Be honest. Oh, here's Brad. Did you join Whatnot to sell stuff or just give us a guided tour of your Oh my gosh. I gave it to give you the emotional roller coaster that you live for, Brad. Yes, that's why I do it. A guided tour of your collection. Hey, Brad, you've yet to see even a percent, 1% of the stuff I have to get rid of, which, as Garden said earlier, I'll probably end up putting it back to Goodwill. My brother and I joked in one of the lives, the one live he was in. It's like I saw someone do this on the platform, and instead of saying, "Oh, thank you for looking," I'm not thanking anybody for watching or looking at this thing I've got. I tell them, like I saw one person do, oh, there, they hate it. They hate it. Like no bids came in. Oh, gosh, they hate this. Here, they're not interested, knowing we'll run it in another show because it's all about who's in your auction, who's in the room, whether they're going to, be interested in it. Right now, the next couple that I'm going to run, I'm going to include the canters that has shown some interest by one guy and Zippo lighters, which I have a few from actually, again, collector. I never used them. They're Harley Davidson. Some of them are Harley Davidson related. So it's, I lost train of my thought here. Uh, so yeah, I'm going to use this to, just get rid of what I can, and then, you know, well, the last step will be to just give it to Goodwill. So my brother during the live was saying when I'd say, "Oh, they hate it, Barry. They hate it. Get rid of this thing." He says, "Well, we know who doesn't hate it, and we'll take it, and that's Goodwill." What does Trump say? About what? I'm new here, but I'm curious about the time we have left. Yeah, Maria, I believe it's funny because this came out tonight. I think we have more time than we think, and we have a lot less time than we think. I'll put it that way. That's the way I think. When I worry about, look, guys, when you see, and I went through a stage about 2 months ago on YouTube, seeing all these people saying, I've only got weeks to live or months to live. It's really weird. I had all this stuff coming through my feed. YouTubers that have come down with terminal illnesses, and they literally only had days or weeks to live, and they were gone. And when you survive, say, a widowmaker, there are nights you go to bed and you're feeling kind of weird and you think you may not wake up, but the reality, so the fact is you do. So you have more time than you think, but you have less time than a lot of times you think. So we don't know. So what's the deal? Live right now. That's why, live right now and be around people that that make the best of the time you have today. because my theme for What's Up Boomer is making the best of the way things have turned out daily. I worked on the Met. Oh, no way, Johnny. The Met team for 4 years, and my feet still won't talk to me. Yeah, they are no joke. It's so funny. I recently was asked by one of the young managers who got transferred to another store. He said, I have an opening on Met. Phil, come on over to my store. Love to have you there, kind of deal. And but Met, Met, you have a set schedule Monday through Friday, but early to early afternoon. I didn't do it. But yeah, so Johnny worked the floor constantly doing stuff. I'm going to go with guided tour. I'm going to go with a guided tour. Oh, whatever. I'm not following that. Blue hair equals red flag. All right, armored. No, I don't think so. I think it could, but a lot of people they do their hair, they're cool. They're cool people. Thriving. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Right, you were trying. I'm losing. They're having their. I don't follow that. Jude's good to see ya. And I see Christmas lights on. That's right, Jude's. Were you the one that brought it up last time? Maybe because I said this was last week. I'm turning them on now for as long as that tree's up, and the chances of me taking it down at this point. Okay. And for all you look great for you, darn right I do. I watched some people. Look, man, I see people, let's just say where I work, got men, women, but men, are still working construction, 60, 70 years old. And I look at them and go, wow, I'm envious. They're in really good shape. I'm not. You know what? There's a reason this camera cuts off right here. Okay. I got the 12 pack. It's actually more of a 24 pack, I guess now. My son used to pull up his t-shirt and say, Dad, look, I got a 6-pack. I don't even know where he got that. Well, I did have a 6-pack at one time, but and I remember one time saying, Greg, I got a 12-pack, and he laughed. He understood. But yeah, I look at people. Everybody just needs to take care of themselves the best they can. I'm much less concerned about my looks anymore. My biggest insecurity always was going bald. And I'll tell you why. All you guys out there that are bald, you shave your head, you got great heads. I can tell you right now, I think God has gifted me this hair, because if you saw what was underneath here, it's probably the ugliest head. It's ugly. Phil, I asked Gemini why selling things can make you feel down. It said that is normal. It is not just stuff. It's, memories. Yeah, UPSP packing and a little mourning while moving forward. Yeah, it is moving forward, man. But Brad, and we've talked about this a little bit. And Brad's not this guy. He doesn't relate to this, I don't think. There's two people in this world, basically. It's those that have emotional, and I mean deep emotional attachments, which Rhonda, who was on here last week, will come on. And we're going to do a kind of a thing that talks about this in her therapy, how we are emotionally attached to these things. And then there are people that are not emotionally attached. I have this stuff, especially with my parents' things, that the way I treat these things is still the way I feel or treat them. So if I throw it out, it's not a good thing. Okay, this was Brad's deal, but you put it all together, and it was, I said it, FILM, film in bids. That's what Brad's handle was on the Whatnot. And so I'm calling him Film. I actually asked him at one point because he's, what about this? What about making funny comments? And I said, Film, what should we call you? Like, what's a name we could call you on this? He didn't respond. And then it's Phil me in bid. So he totally, yeah, it was not Film. He totally had one over on me. But again, I give him a lot of credit. He purchased a little teapot. It's really pretty cool from my mom. It was part of my mom's deal. He received it yesterday, I think. And Brad, do you want to share? Did it arrive unbroken? I hope. Okay, Armored says, "What's up, Boomer's street name is M67 because he's explosive." Boom. What? I don't get it. You have to explain M67. Armored is up here with his, that's thinking outside the square, trying to nab the diploma. Oh yeah, he was totally not dogging me. He was totally having fun and laughing. He said, while I was reacting like he was, I didn't know who he was. Yeah, it was hilarious. Sell it and throw in a free Sharpie. That'll be my new sales deal. Today's lessons by Phil. Actuarial life tables are depressing and not necessarily accurate for you. Well, here's what I think. So if you look at the Social Security tables that they have there, there's a guy out there that he basically said he's been in this business a long time. These actuarial tables they can predict right up to the time you will pass. The AI will get to that whatever, and he basically is with that. And yeah, man, when they plug in all the information about you personally, your medical profile, so to speak, it can tell you quite accurately how much time you have left. And what I have found, based upon just what I've observed in my own personal experience, we all ultimately have a lot less time left than we think. And that's almost across the board. That doesn't mean someone won't live to be 90. The people that live to be 90, they think they're going to live past 100. So the average, though, right now is 70, early 70s, especially if you have comorbidities you're not dealing with. And I'm going to say what I'm putting in, because I have to deal with that, my weight, my heart, this and that, my numbers. The thing I haven't really dealt with seriously is stress. And that's what I think, that's just as important as dealing with your cholesterol number, is stress. Learn to deal with it. Meditation, daily, stuff is important. Sell me this tool. It comes with a Sharpie. That's, what? I'm serious. I joke around a lot on this thing. I have a lot of fun in these auctions. I have all these coffee mugs. Guess what? They don't sell. No one's buying coffee mugs. So I'm making a challenge. And again, find my link to my whatnot. Do what Brad did. Create a profile through my link. I'll get it for you guys. It'll be after this post, this live. I'm going to put the link in the deal. Go do it, and then come see me on whatnot. And I'm going to do an auction of I have hundreds. I'll do 25 coffee mugs. And I told my last auction, because people just don't do them. I have some cool coffee mugs that will relate to you, that you're attached to emotionally. Trust me. And but the goal, the show theme is going to be, you're not going to buy these coffee mugs. Nobody buys these coffee mugs. And my goal is going to be to get 30 minutes or an hour, whatever, for having fun. And I don't make one sale. Maybe what I'll do is, that's what I'll end it with. I'll throw in a Sharpie. But I know if I do that, reverse psychology, somebody's going to buy a mug or more than one, just to break my challenge of, I'm going to do this auction on these mugs that don't sell, and there's Starbucks and all these Disneyland and whatever, someone's going to buy one because they're going to be priced right, just to blow my challenge of not selling one. Sharpie was cool, but would have preferred the pickleball. I got to be honest with you, D. Those pickleballs typically do not last that long. This is a used pickleball. I can't guarantee it would last even one game because it's been used. What's going on here? Preferred, yes. Chia Pet is greater than pickleball. No way. Whoa, wait a second here. I just noticed there's somebody that did a super. I don't know what that is. Brad, Phil, the teapot arrived. Can I share this? Brad, appreciate the super chat. What the heck did you do? The teapot arrived wrapped at $10. The teapot arrived wrapped like it was being transported by NASA. Not a chip, crack, or emotional support bubble out of place. Good find. Well, thanks, Brad. Actually, I didn't find it, man. That was my mom's. And I still have some teapots to sell, to market on Whatnot. They'll be coming up in the next couple of weeks. Just got to bring them together. Oh, thanks so much, Brad. Really appreciate it, man. Good support. We still got to we got to go to my breakfast spot. No Chia Pet. Pickleball is a good way to release stress. Yeah, it is a great community. But as I said, I quit pickleball because I joined it because of the community, and I ended up quitting the game because of the community. I guarantee you that Phil has a Chia Pet somewhere in that collection, but not quite ready to list it yet. No Chia Pets. No Chia Pets. Working with young people keeps you younger. Oh, get it? Younger. Nice, Sage. Sometimes you cannot wow them with your wisdom or experiences. I know. And actually, they don't really care. I'm an anomaly at work, and they tolerate me. But because they laugh, I make them laugh. But I play into that. Can wow young people. It changed what I typed. Need to proofread. Nah, don't worry about it. Yeah, that's funny. Oh, wait. WR Fund. If you know, you know. Oh my God. I don't know. What's my WR Fund? What? Oh my gosh, the WR. Oh my. Wow. Hold on. Here's Brad's deal. Thank you, Brad. Brad, yeah. Okay. I wish I could, Brad, I wish you could come on and show this wonderful teapot you bought for. Actually, Brad identified it as a potential Monet, French Monet that was worth $1,000. That's what he said in the live. That was funny, man. All right. D, the WR, I don't know. So are the decanters all empty, or do you have some intact ones? Listen, Nick, they're all intact, but they had a lot of 20 years ago when I came into these things, about 20. Many of them had the whiskey still in them, the bourbon. And then over the last 20 years, they've been stored in boxes and transported from Colorado to here and there, and they leaked out and they've evaporated. So I don't think there's any bourbon left in them, but they're in very original shape, and they're so cool. They're very historical, and you'll see. I mean, check out the what again. When you go through the app, go through it because you're going to get a $20 or so credit. You could actually buy one of these for no out of pocket expense or very little. Some of these are usually on eBay in the $30 to $100 range. Like I've got the St. Louis Arch. I've got a spark plug that's actually one of the more valuable ones. And I'm going to list them all in the $12 to $20 range, whatever. And I think, yeah, they're just cool. I got a Broadmoor Hotel. That's cool because I lived most of my life in Colorado Springs, the Broadmoor Hotel. I may not sell that one. I may hang on to that one still. Anyway, They're all in really good shape. Some with the boxes that are in rough shape, but the boxes are still there. So good years left. Our Armored's back with our how many years, good years, do we have left equation. Equals age you think you'll reach minus 10 minus the current age. What the? So if I got this right, Armored, it would be age you'll think you'll reach. Well, or hey, what about the age we hope we reach? All right, let's just say I think I'll reach 75. Minus 10 is 65. So now I've already lived 2 years past that. Minus the current age. That puts me at like a negative what? Maybe that's the number I have. I have a negative whatever 3-4 years left. Ooh, we could look at it that way. Oh, +3 for decluttering and plus luck, where luck ranges one. This is good. You know what, Armored? We gotta put. I'm putting all this together. I will post this equation at the school group, SKOOL, where I'm kind of morphing into that. For those of you who have YouTube channels, want to talk to me for free or for I got this class idea, because there's so much stuff out there for thousands of dollars, and I'm going to just do it. Hey, talk to me for nothing, and I'll help you with your YouTube channel. This is really good. We're bringing in the luck aspect. We've got to bring in the stress. We got to put stress in there because it's super important. Okay. Phil, WR, what do you drink? WR, what do you drink? D, WR, what do you drink? P for Phil. I need an F now. I'm D, I'm not following. Yes, Sage. Phil is non-military. Ah, that's true. This is true. Come on, Armored. Come on. All right, you two laughing at my expense. That's good. I'm glad we did this tonight. Thriving. Are you referencing a withdrawal reserve? Withdrawal reserve. Don't get into, yeah. Finance is not, yeah. Finance is something Brad is whatever. Phil should get it. WR, I don't get it, D. I don't get it. Oh, oh my goodness. How about that? The White Russian. You know, it's so funny, guys, because when I was in Hawaii, I was known that I reminded people of the dude in the movie who drank the White Russians. Dude, you know, he made that life look good. Just drink White Russians your whole life. Uh-huh. Okay. Well, I have caught up with all of the comments. Been fun. It's been about the time we could cut this live for sure. Oh, people are dropping off. They think this is it. Is there anything else we could? I pretty much. It's 6:30. I'm looking at my phone here. What's going on? Oh, let me show you this real quick. For those of you still here, the end of the show, the really big show. Oh, I went live on that. So this is whatnot. This is my, what am I doing? Okay. So here's my 2 shows I have planned. The coffee. How do people do this? They get it, whatever. And then this is going to be the Whiskey Decanter show. Really big show. Whatever. The coffee is just going to be for, I hope, people that are on the platform, and just seeing the, you know, see if I can get some pointers from people that are successful or how they're doing it. And then the decanter, if you can see, I see people hold their hand up here all the time, and to bring it into focus. The whiskey decanters. There we go. There's the Broadmoor Hotel, the Big Ben. It's not working. But anyway. Minus 10 years for destroying a compliment. Oh, looking good. Just say thank you. All right. You know what? I've been told that so many times. Just say thank you. And I appreciate it. I really do. For sure. Susan Bennett, I felt young until I turned 63. Then I felt old. Anybody else? Yeah. There definitely is, Susan, that kind of feeling where I know it was in my 60s. I don't remember the day per se. But when I knew, because I felt, okay, things will never be the same. There's going to be some things. I have a YouTube video possibly. I don't want to bring this emotional roller coaster, as Brad calls it, down to a downer. But some things I've realized I'll never do again. That's something I want to talk about. We all have those. That might be, we'll do a lot of times. I'm using the lives now to, just talk about these ideas before I do the videos. But yeah, there's a video about, and that's kind of a sad thing to realize. And I'm going to twist it though, not twist it, but I'm going to whatever to say, well, I may never do these things again, but what will I do? And so I'll put a positive slant on it. But yeah, when you realize you'll never do those again, that thing again, because you've hit that age, as Susan you're mentioning, and you feel different. And old is one of those things. Still, Phil, just wanted to say you do a great job engaging with everybody in all the comments. Thanks, Garden. I'm sure it is not easy to keep it all straight. I couldn't do it. Well, I'm going to tell you what. I credit what I do, how I do it, whether it's good or bad, because it ain't always good, to handling an 8th grade classroom for many, many years. Just going with it. The best days of my teaching career, the absolute best days was never related to the best laid plan, the teacher's plan. You put it all the objectives, and the things you wanted to hit. Those were the worst days typically. The best days were when someone in the classroom, a 14-year-old kid, 13-year-old kid, took it in a different direction and engaged not only myself, but the whole classroom. And that's what I think happens on the opportunity for these lives, where we have some people that, are out there, they're just first timers tonight. So, and others that are regular, and we have people participating, and yeah, they make it the best. But thanks, Garden. Still here, but I know we're wrapping up. Yeah, that's right, Karen. That is cool. And yes, happy Father's Day, everybody. That's tomorrow. Tomorrow is Father's Day. And that's where we'll end this. That's where we'll, as what's his name says on, we're going to land the plane. I look forward to Father's Day for one reason now. I should and hopefully will get a call from the grandkids. We'll see. All right, guys. Thanks, Steve, for that reminder. I'll see you all next time. We'll see what kind of video I end up getting out this week, I hope. And see you on Whatnot if you want to be entertained, or just hang out with me Monday morning for coffee talk. I'll put the link to that in the description after this thing posts. Later.